Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on some major free demos that have just dropped on Steam. A couple of titles coming out in the next couple of months have gotten demos. A game that I think a lot of you guys might have some interest in, that has a free demo now as well, and we'll highlight some pretty good deals after that. A lot to go over, so let's just get right into it. And here's a game that's gonna creep up on people as far as it coming out. Replaced has a free demo available right now. This game has been in development for a little bit. I feel like it's had some delays. I feel like I've been following it for quite a while, and it's finally coming out on March the 12th. This game, you guys, from a visual standpoint, aesthetics, it looks incredible. I know that the pixel graphic style to a lot of you guys is done to death, and it doesn't have the novelty that it once had. However, execution and art direction is the name of the game here. Replaced from an execution and art direction standpoint, I think looks incredible, and it's got some great vibes to it. The narrative sounds compelling, so that demo is available. As far as the game is concerned, it notes expose the sinister secrets of Phoenix Corporation as Reach, an AI trapped in a human body, set in an alternate 1980s America scarred by nuclear catastrophe, navigate a dark cyberpunk thriller in a narrative-driven 2.5D platformer, blending cinematic exploration with fluid, free-flow action as well. As Reach grapples with unfamiliar human instincts and the weight of emotion, the city's hidden power structures gradually come to light. Themes of humanity, identity, and control unfold through morally complex characters and the slow reveal of a world pushed to its limits. Every corner you explore tells a story, and every secret you expose carries a cost. The retro-futuristic world is brought to life with handcrafted pixel art enhanced by modern visual effect, while a moody, synth-driven soundtrack sets the tone. Replaced delivers a single-player journey that blends cinematic platforming, fast-paced action, and a tense cyberpunk thriller narrative. Immerse yourself in a world where every secret and every life has a price. The game will be available day one on Xbox Game Pass as well, if you do want to sign up for that. This is one of those games I absolutely would want in my library. Personally speaking, it's out March the 12th and the demo is available now. Another game that has a demo, I don't think it's getting a ton of attention, but MIGHTREYA is coming from 505 Games is actually publishing it, and the developer is Wazin. Join superhero Rhea and her manager Neo as they embark on the journey as hero content creators fighting monstrous beings that emerge daily from a dimension beyond. Anime-inspired, heart-pounding hero action is waiting for you. I think this game from an aesthetic standpoint looks fantastic. The gameplay looks over the top, super vibrant, experience a sensational combat against unexpected otherworldly threats. From small creatures to gigantic monsters, unleash your power and send them crashing into floors and walls in anime-style showdowns. Follow an engaging cast through the fun and cheerful hero streamer story, featuring a stylish female protagonist, colorful side characters, and creatively designed enemies as well. And take advantage of 3 iconic weapons and over 30 unique actions. Explore 38 stages and fight 24 enemy types, including powerful bosses. Honestly, 24 enemy types doesn't sound like that much, but man, I love this game from an art direction standpoint. And obviously the anime aesthetic is going to be right up my alley. And over-the-top action gameplay, something that's more of a feel-good kind of game and has a bit of comedy. That's what it looks like this game's going to offer, and a demo on that is available. And then lastly, as far as free demos go, Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection has its trial version available. I mentioned this in a previous video, but I thought I'd reiterate ahead of its March 13th release. The progress you make in this demo will carry on over into the full game, so it's worthwhile to go through this. A lot of the times, the demos that come out, I don't really want to play them, and generally speaking, I don't dabble in demos because all of these demos I'm covering, they're of games I'm gonna play anyway. Like, you don't gotta sell me on these games. Me personally, but I'm in a, luxurious position where Monster Hunter Stories 3 is gonna be a $70 game where a lot of people are going to be on the fence about it. However, I think Capcom made a slam dunk decision of releasing a demo for this game. And honestly, Capcom speaking, as far as Capcom is concerned, yes, they do a lot of nonsense on PC, the Resident Evil 4 DRM nonsense and everything like that. As far as them releasing demos, I feel like a lot of publishers could learn something from Capcom because they've elevated the interest in Pragmata and they've greatly elevated the interest in Monster Hunter Stories 3. Over the last week or so since this demo's been out, they've gotten so much free publicity on social media of people comparing comparing this game to Pokemon, talking about why can't Pokemon be like this, etc., etc. If Monster Hunter Stories can look like this on the Switch too as well, why isn't Pokemon like that? And nobody's saying that this game is going to kill Pokemon, but this is literally just free publicity for them and free promotion for this game. Monster Hunter Stories has been around for a little bit, but Stories 3 is really trying to take the franchise to the next level, being available on all platforms. It's not exclusive to the Switch, and the art direction in this game, again, another game with fantastic aesthetics and art direction. All three of these games, for different reasons, I just think from a visual standpoint, they're not games that necessarily are Unreal Engine 5, oh my god, you need a 5080 to run them and they're gonna crash every 5 seconds anyway. I mean, these games might have technical issues, don't get me wrong, especially Monster Hunter Stories 3 with Capcom, you never know, but, and they do have de novo implemented in Monster Hunter Stories 3, but nonetheless, they're not games that are necessarily Unreal Engine 5 marquee visual delights, but the art direction is so strong, and with all three of these games, I imagine they are going to be games that are going to be able to run on the Steam Deck, and it goes to show that if the art direction is on point, you don't need the best visuals in the world, you don't need the top engines. Obviously, games are created differently, different games are going to apply different visual aesthetics, but these are three games that showcase, I think, different art directions work depending on the game. Alright, so those are the three demos available. Want to highlight some deals that are available, and then we'll wrap up this video. I do want to reiterate that Dying Light is available for $2.99 until February the 19th. This is the Essentials Edition, which does not have the following expansion. If you want the following expansion, you can pick up the Anniversary Edition for $9.99. You know, paying an extra $7 for the following, triple the cost of the Essentials Edition, I feel like is kind of crazy. But nonetheless, you know, following is a significant piece of content that does extend the story, so you might want that, but you'll still have a quality time with Dying Light the base game, and it's a great game. I just did a playthrough of it again right before Dying Light the Beast came out, and it made me appreciate this game again. I've been going through a lot of games like that, which over the past few years, you know, playing these games from a decade plus ago, and going through them now in 2025, it just makes me appreciate them even more. Deus Ex Human Revolution was one of those games, Dishonored 1 was one of those games, and Dying Light was one of those games as well, and a lot of that comes down to the level design and the world design. Dying Light is an open world game, but I feel like with how the open world is structured, with all the verticality, it's a worthwhile open world that doesn't have an insane amount of size, and oh my god, you have to go all the way here, and you spend so much time with just emptiness. I don't feel like Dying Light has that. Is it perfect? No, but I did really enjoy the game, and for $2.99, I think that's a great pickup. I want to give a shout out to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Yes, it came out all the way back in 2007, and it being $9.99 is kind of ridiculous, but guys, one of the most iconic video games of all time. If you're around my age, late 20s, early 30s, this game meant something to you, and man, I have so much fond memories of this, and can you believe that next year it's going to be 20 years since this game came out? And sometimes, you know, you just look at this game, look at games like this, and I saw it was on sale, and I don't know why, like, just a flood of memories. I haven't thought about older Call of Duty in quite a while, but obviously, huge part of my childhood. I remember playing this game on PlayStation 3, and everybody was, there were so many people just with open mics and just crazy things going on in their mics, and on the PS3, you didn't have, like, a bundled-in headset, and it wasn't as common for everybody to have a headset, but the one person that did would always leave their mic on, but obviously, from a gameplay standpoint, the game is incredible. The multiplayer was timeless, and, well, now, unfortunately, you're not going to get much out of it as far as going online. You're not going to find a ton of people online, at least I don't believe. I haven't played COD 4 in forever, but yeah, 461 concurrent players. At this point, if you're buying it, it's probably going to be for the campaign, and guess what? The COD 4 campaign is fantastic. Like, COD 4 had a great campaign, it's just the multiplayer was groundbreaking. Want to give that a mention, man. I know a lot of you guys are like me, where this game really meant something to you, whether you played it on the 360, the PlayStation 3. Hell, I believe the Nintendo Wii version of this game was received fairly well. I think I might have dabbled in it back in the day, but nonetheless, $9.99 on that, all-time classic, of course. Last Campfire, $1.49 on that. Charming game from Hello Games, fairly short, but one of those games that's more of a feel-good, artsy kind of game, and yeah, for $1.49, pretty good deal there. And then Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition, the total opposite as far as that's concerned, $3.99. A lot of vulgarity, not crazy about the vulgarity in this game, as a washed-up old man now, although I did dig it back in the day, but From a gameplay standpoint, it's fast-paced chaos action, and I think you'll enjoy it from that regard. 90% off for $3.99, so a pretty good deal there, all things considered, if you want something quick and short and to the point. That's what Bulletstorm is. It's not going to give you a ton of content, but what it is, it's a lot of fun. But that'll do it for me. Again, some big demos available right now with Replaced. MIGHTREYA, another game to have on the radar. That's not going to get a ton of attention, but, you know, from my vantage point, I think that looks pretty good. And then Monster Hunter Stories 3 been getting a ton of attention, and some quality deals available right now as well. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.